Hello everyone, welcome back to the Glassman's world. I'm just gonna get started here and get the videos up. Gonna check on this. This is interesting how it came out. It stayed white in the center. That came out pretty cool. We'll have to get that in the kiln at some point. Alright, so we're on day 24 of the GardunoGlass giveaway. We're gonna have to check to see if we have any new entries in for today. And I guess we're gonna get all of these into the kiln. Since I haven't fired any of these up yet, we're gonna fire all these up here. So we're gonna get these all in the kiln right now. See if there's anything else. Anything else need to be kilned? I think everything else has been kilned. Yeah. Everything that needs to be, at least. Alright, let's get this torch going. Alright, so let me check and see. Do we have more comments on here? There's 48. I believe we may have new individuals. Look at that. Nice. We actually got some new individuals. We got Sabajess. We got Elizabeth Colatos. Selena Seraphin. And Wandering Spirits. Congrats. Saw you with NJ Quartz at the Balloon Fiesta. Fellow Burqueño here. I subscribed. Awesome. Cool. So let's make sure we get everyone in here. Oops. So I'm going to copy everyone's name here. And we're going to add them to the wheel. So we're going to add Wandering Spirit in. We got Selena Seraphin. Your work is absolutely stunning, is what Selena Seraphin says. Thank you so much, Selena. Oh my gosh, every time I'm adding a new name here, you guys should watch this. Every time I add a new name, the names get smaller and smaller and smaller. Here, let's zoom in. And then you can see what I'm doing here. Oops. A little bit touchy. There we go. A little bit better. So I'm using a whole different setup right now. Lost the, I don't know what happened. I broke my other thing. Here, let me make sure this is all nice and clean. Alright, so we got Selena Seraphin. We'll make sure that she's in here. Selena Seraphin. Wandering Spirit. And I don't know what the numbers are, but I'm just going to remove the numbers. Unless they're supposed to be there. Maybe I should leave them. I don't know. I just removed the one from Selena Seraphin. What was that one? 2601. I guess it's probably okay to not have it. They're probably just some sort of like ID number or something. Oops. Hold on. So we're just adding names into the wheel here. All right. And is that the last one? Oh no, one more. Savage Jess. Uh-oh. Come on. Oh, what's it doing here? Why did it do that? Oh, we accidentally clicked on Savage S. Oh, there's actually some videos we could check out. Where are we at? Okay, well, there's some videos there, Savage S. Alright, we're back. I officially reached 1K subscribers. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the videos here. Let's see if we got any more than the 48. We're still at 48. And let's make sure we get Savage S in here. Alright, there you go. We'll make sure you're in here as well. That'd be awesome if you win. Because what? I'll see you tomorrow? It's a friend of mine. I know who. So now, these, all the names, we got 27 now. That's awesome. Only 10 away from the 37, my lucky number 37. But we have, and I'll just get rid of these numbers here. Except Wandering Spirit 66, maybe that number is supposed to go with it. But, yeah, we now got 27 entries, only 10 away from 37. Our last winner, if I can remember, was Madame Star last night. Let's make sure that this is copied and pasted into the video here in the live stream. So let's make sure this is in here. And I see Scooby-Roo is in once again. Hello, hello. Let's make sure we pin the message. Right on. So there we go. So we now have, I believe, 27 individuals. Oh, I wanted to show you this. So we're going to do a little demo real quick and get ready and get started here. All right, you guys ready? So we got to use a different angle here. I think that works. So check it out. Look at what I got today. I got me a Scooby snack. I was doing some yard work today. These things taste weird. They taste like dog biscuits. They're not that good. They taste like cardboard or something. Oh, you know, I've done that before. I've actually done the water drop with a white background. That's actually, I would love to do that. Let's make that. Water is life. Yeah, let's put that in the giveaway. That'd be fun. All right, let's see. Is that the cobalt? It's a Scooby snack. Gross. Those things are, it's a graham cracker cookie. But it tastes like cardboard. She's becoming water protective since watching your stream. She even takes 5-minute showers now versus for real? You know, water is extremely important, and that's such a beautiful thing. You know, there's a lot of different videos and stuff on learning how to be water conservative, learning about the water cycle, learning about, you know, how much water is on the earth compared to like how much water is fresh water compared to how much water is drinkable water. You know, like when you really realize it, it's like, whoa. And then when you start comparing it, like, you know, the other night we were talking about like we are all water drops in this vast ocean of life, and that our cells are basically 90% water and 10% matter. And but our bodies, depending on how much water we drink and consume, and then also where we're living, you know, I live in a desert, so we're really dry here. But you know, we're about 60 to 80% water in our bodies, give or take. And when you think about the ocean, I believe the Earth is 70% water, right? And it's just interesting how things kind of correlate like that with one another. All right. Well, let's make a beautiful water drop pendant here. Well, I'm honored to have been able to just simply, just talking, openly communicating and sharing what I know, and having her pick up on that. I feel honored, and I just, wow. It's good to know. It's good to know that I've reached someone. That means that all of this has been worth it. Oh, is the flame making it jump or what? Is that what's going on? Yeah, it could be the angle. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's the lighting from the TV in the background. It could also be the just the angle right now. We have a whole different angle going on. You know that that touches me deeply to know that I've been able to inspire someone by just simply sitting here and just speaking about water and the importance of water and our whole connection. Yeah, the other angle up above. So I don't know if you saw earlier, but I lost the I lost the I can't even find it. Where is it? This thing broke off of my camera holder that I normally use. It's on a microphone stand, and this thing completely broke off. The same exact way that I had, and these are only little $5 cheapy things. I didn't realize it, and yeah, it it broke on me today. I guess I was moving around too much, and it finally broke. She's a very quiet kid, but she listens and absorbs everything. Well, I think it's beautiful. I'm honored that I've been able to, I guess, to transform her into a water protector. That's a beautiful thing. You know, water connects us all. I always remember this. I always remember that water, it is an energy keeper, a memory keeper. It holds vibration and frequency. And I always remember what Dr. Emoto has done with showing us the vibrations within the water and the intentions. And if you do remember that we are all drops of water and that we all have this sacred water within us, if you can imagine Dr. Emoto's experiments and how it will hold good energy, negative or positive energy, whatever intentions that you put within or into it, it's going to reflect that back onto you. It's a memory keeper. And if you can remember this and remember that we are all water, our cells are 90% water, our bodies are 60 to 80% water. And if you can remember this always, and you always remember that water is a memory keeper, and that we are all drops of water. We are made of a multitude of many drops of water. And if you can remember that the vibrations that you emit, that you put off, that you take in, that you absorb, those are all going into your frequency and your energy memory keepers, into the cells. Our cells hold all of that. And so if you can always remember to just keep a good, positive vibration, good intention, if you're always praying over your water, praying over your food, just giving it good thoughts, just being in gratitude always, always being in gratitude. I think that's one of the most important things, I think just remembering that we are made of water and that water is a memory keeper. I think it will remind us all on being able to always try to emit the most positive vibrations we possibly can, instead of being negative, being pessimistic, always putting out that good vibration. I think that's an important thing to do, always. But, there's always times we are human, and there's times when we end up reacting instead of responding, and we may react in a negative way, right? And it happens to the best of us. But then we learn from our mistakes and we move on, and we always just do the best we can from that, right? Oh my gosh, thank you so much. She is getting to be such a young lady, and she has grown so much. She's my mini-me. I don't know, if you see photos of us together, you can see the likeness of us. Alright, so there's a really beautiful dark cobalt blue water drop in there now. Bam. So I'll have to just do the best I can with this new angle here. Hopefully it works out just fine. And you know what? I'm running out of colors. I'm going to have to get some colors here soon. I'm noticing I'm low on my white. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful blue, but it's a bright red, right? It's such a beautiful blue. And it's like this shining bright. I like, that's not blue. Yeah, you know, purples. So to make purple, to make red, those colors, it requires a lot of gold. And I think iron too, or potassium or something like that. I've heard that they put potatoes like in vats of glass in order to get like the iron out and the potassium from it. But I don't know. That could also be just like old wives' tales. I don't know whose wives are telling them stories though. But yeah, they use a lot of gold in order to get the purples and the reds. And there's something about the purples that it's just a hard color, including pinks. Pinks are just a really hard color to get. They can make reds though. And so I'm like, well, if you mix red and white, can't you get like a blush? But I don't know. I don't know how they make pigments of color, so it's not really the same as mixing like crayons or mixing paints. No, there's definitely a special place to get glass. You can look it up online. Um, there's a place here locally because we have enough glass artists in Albuquerque, but it's kind of hard to get just borosilicate glass anywhere. You got to really know how to find it or order it online, buy it by the case. But it is a specialty shop. You know, the glass that I get, it's specifically borosilicate. The place that I go, they only sell borosilicate glass. I don't think they carry any soft glass. But there used to be a place, stained glass concept, uh, or Joan and Dale. Is that? I think that's their name. Long, long ago, they used to own stained glass concepts, and so they did stained glass, but they also did glass blowing stuff, glass blowing equipment and things like that. And they had soft glass and they had borosilicate glass, the hard glass that we do here. So, and the difference is when it reaches the molten temperature, the soft glass will stay molten and taffy-like for a long time, whereas this glass here, the borosilicate, it gets hard right away. So this is known as hard glass, and then there's soft glass. Hey, what's going on, duh? I see you're here. So I try to start a little bit earlier tonight. I'm talking about water, and I'm making a water drop pendant here. a red flat pendant like those in the shape of a heart. Wait, a red flat pendant like those in the shape of a heart with the water drop in the center. Okay, well, having the water drop and then the red, those are, you'd have to have like a lighter blue than the cobalt, I think, for it to really stand out. But yeah, that could be a good idea. A red flat back pendant or flat pendant, but in the shape of a heart. So the whole entire thing is then shaped into a heart. But then with the water drop inside of it. You know, I could also even draw a water drop on the outside and keep the drop to where you could feel it. So it'd be like sticking up off the heart. That's the thing about glass, is we could just sit here every day and every night and you could just throw me ideas, toss me ideas, and then I could just see if I can make them. And it's a fun challenge, right? And I'm sure it's cool to see. It's like, can he do this? Can he do that? And boom. But it takes so much time for each one, right? So I can't just whip them out and be like, here, there's this one, here's that one, here's like, you gotta like really wait, watch it melt, wait for all the little like crease and the crevices and everything to like slowly just disappear, just all melt away and everything becomes smooth. And then using the tools here and there just a little bit, not overusing the tools. Using the torch and the flame more so for the whole melting process and shaping process, more so than the tools and things. But yeah, glass is one of those things that it's just, you know, it's limitless. It's as limited as your own imagination. Oh, what's going on, Savages? I see you're here. And you are definitely added to the wheel. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow. What? They're already getting big? That's awesome. Yeah, so I plan to be there probably about the same time, 8:30, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock. Probably, it was cold this morning. I'm like, we can start pushing things back a little bit more and a little bit more. Because it's getting cold in the mornings. I felt it this morning. I was like, oh, I waited till, I think it was like 10:30 till I left today. And got to my old neighbor's place to help out with getting the swamp cooler all winterized and covered and everything, emptied out, all unplugged, all swept out. Nice. Alright, well that white covers it pretty good there. We got the water drop on the inside. And we'll flip this around. Do you remember those little glass animals that would rock up and down and dip? Oh yeah, those are like a little tubey thing. You know, I've never made one of those, but something about the barometric pressure or something, right? it would make them like kind of bubble up, and they always make them look like a little bird, right? Dipping its mouth in the water, dipping its mouth or something. So last night our winner was Madame Star. Hopefully Madame Star comes in. What? Yours was a giraffe? You had a giraffe that would do the little bobblehead? Oh my gosh, my wife would love that. She loves giraffes. Like, how do you make those things? Now we have to try to figure out how to make a cool little giraffe. That'd be cool. I've never made one of those things before. Remember those little things where you'd get like a little tube somehow, like a test tube or some kind of a tube, maybe a pen or something, and we put them in a 2-liter bottle, and when you squeeze it and make them go down, and like the pressure would make them heavier or something like that. That'd be cool to make something like that in glass. Some little glass diver. A bubble tail. And yeah, there's usually the bubble is the body or the lower part that holds all the liquid, I guess. And then it just like dips and bobbles back and forth like a perpetual motion machine, right? Do those things ever stop? Are those true perpetual motion machines? What if we scaled those things up to the size of like a big old building and then put motors on each side? That would probably create free energy, right? I believe those are the only true perpetual motion machines. But maybe they're not perpetual because maybe they only work in the sun, or maybe with barometric pressure only, or like I don't know how those things even work. Oh, that would be so cool. Hopefully it makes it in the mail. I know those things they usually make them kind of thin. I don't know if you can make them super thick, as long as like the weight was all equal still. But I don't know. Like having a thicker head, but then still a thicker body. If you balanced it just right, I think it would have that like that equilibrium to where if it had liquid in it, it would still work, whether it's bigger or smaller, more weight, less weight. So I think that's cool that the hollyhocks are already growing. I put those towards the back, up against the wall in a long planter, and hoping that they would, sprout out in the back, and then eventually they're going to just start dropping their seed it starts spreading. And I was thinking, yeah, it would probably be nice for them to just fall all right there. And then there's a whole bunch of other stuff that we planted too, like spinach and lettuce.